found a very unusual place to have today's interview. I think we're just out the back of the clubhouse, but at least it's dry and relatively quiet. And 3-2 win against Raynes Park Vale, second in the league table. We've had a good run of performance, but that felt a bit more like a statement win today, Rob.
Yeah, I think so, mate. I think in terms of the statement that we made, we came from from a goal behind twice today. And then to come on and win it at the end there was really pleasing, mate. I thought probably first half we probably just about shaded the game, I thought, in terms of chances created. I think we worked their keeper a little bit more than what they did ours, and then second half we came out, we equalised, and the penalty that we conceded was probably from our own doing, really. We had a great chance on the break, and then they actually counted on us, and they got the penalty from that. So yeah, again, but just really pleased with the result.
Yeah, definitely. I think, but I would agree with you. I think maybe when we went in 1-0 down, it felt a little bit odd because we'd all played very well, and I think still a lot of hope for the second half. And the boys came out and, you know, everything you've just said there, put a good performance together. And credit to Raynes Park as well. They kept playing their football, looking for the win, made a really entertaining game.
Yeah, I think for the neutral watching that, it was good. You know, both teams, we both had a go at each other, and we went toe to toe. And yeah, for some people watching, I hope that it was a good spectacle. Thankfully, we came out on the right side of it.
Well, I can't remember exactly what team we played against '𝗣𝗧𝗘𝗦, but I know you made a couple of changes. But a special mention, I think, must go to Curlew, who came in goal today.
Yeah,
Baldy.
Yeah, Baldy. Yeah, we obviously got a message early this morning from 𝗥𝗔𝗬𝗡𝗥𝗪, who's been standing in for 𝗣𝗔𝗥𝗞 while he's been away, and he's sort of sickness and wasn't available. So yeah, called Baldy up last minute, and he's come in and done really well, bless him. So yeah, really pleased with what he's done. Hopefully that's a real nice confidence boost for him, and you know, a real good experience for him today.
Definitely. And Ross is proving himself useful up front and back, really, in terms of the threat that he offers us and the ability to just clear out that high ball.
Yeah, well, again, when the opportunity came to bring Ross in, we sort of jumped at the chance, really, because he offers us something a little bit different to the other centre halves we've got, and like you said, he's very dominant in the air. He's good in both boxes. You know, a little bit more no nonsense than the rest of the boys that we've got back there.
And I've heard that Hayden thinks he's not too bad, but is there any confirmation on that yet?
No, not yet. I think when someone rolls an ankle or something, it's always probably the next couple of days until you sort of can really assess how it is. You know, Hayden's been fantastic the last 2 or 3 games as well. He's really sort of starting to find that sharpness and that form that he had, excuse me, at the back end of last year. So, you know, hopefully it's not too bad for him.
And the bench is now a genuine threat for us. And I remember the old rugby coach used to talk about finishers, and people perhaps raised their eyebrows at the time about the statement of that. But there's something to be said for it when you've got quality bench like we've now got. And I think AD Brown played really well, but Tyrese coming on proved a real threat for the last 20 minutes as well. Yeah,
again at half time we said to the lads, you know, AD did well up front, and we just sort of said, look, empty the tank for the next 20 minutes, really get after Raynes Park and have a go to get ourselves back in the game, because we've got the bodies to come off the bench and affect it. And you know, we're sort of at a period, I think I've said it in the last couple of interviews, where the squad's now getting a lot stronger. People who have been injured or missed quite a bit of football are now slowly starting to get minutes, and again actually being able to affect games for us.
And when you add to that the fact that 𝗣𝗥𝗥𝗏 will be back, and Brad's back as well, and JJ's not far off, it's building up to be a useful group of players, and it's nice to see that the performances are matching as we move on to Hanworth Villa next Saturday. Another team playing at the top of the table.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you know, there's competition for places. There's a good atmosphere in the squad, and you know, it can only be a positive thing that the boys are pushing each other. You know, they all want to play, they all want to start. So yeah, it's healthy competition.
I think it is well worth mentioning that, because we had standing behind me second half most of the time was Tutty, Hayden, JJ, and the level of noise and support they were giving everyone on the pitch was pretty good, pretty loud, but also it showed that, you know, they're really bonding as a decent squad.
Yeah, exactly that. That's what you want. The boys that aren't involved, they're there supporting their mates and, you know, pushing the boys through for a win.
Fantastic. All right, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.